Hello, learner. I'm Professor Dr. Ramesh C. God, Dean and Director and Head Kalanidhi Division, Indira Gandhi National Center for the Arts, a department of Ministry of Culture, Government of India. I'm going to talk about how to avoid plagiarism for this online induction orientation program for teachers and research scholars in higher education organized by the Ramanujan College Teacher Learning Center, University of Delhi, under Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya National Mission for Teachers and Teaching of Ministry of Human Resource Development. When we talk about avoiding plagiarism, the most important thing which need attention of universities and authorities over there, why people do cheating. We need to educate them about benefit of citation, and we need to provide a good research environment, good research infrastructure, modern tools to check plagiarism, to help in grammar, to help in various kinds of reference management citations, and also by organizing awareness workshop, author workshop, and also by organizing different kind of programs which can help them in understanding the various issues and challenges. And most important thing is that tell them that this is going to help in their academic reputation. So whatever efforts are being done are in their own interest. Simply be honest when you are writing your thesis or research paper or dissertation. You should understand that plagiarism is not good for you. It can damage your reputation. It can put you in trouble with various penalties. You should read guidelines. If you are a PhD student, read the guidelines of university and UGC regulations. And also, if you are a teacher, then if you're writing a paper, first decide in which paper you want to publish and read the guidelines or the author guidelines of that particular journal. If you are very knowledgeable in your subject, you will write a good article. So familiarize yourself with the subject. You should know what are the resources available to you in terms of journals or books or different kind of other reading reference material. You should not forget citing original creator of information. You should understand importance of citation. So first you should prepare, or we should prepare a good researcher by providing various kind of research inputs. There are certain things which need to be taken care. Institutions should organize a research methodology workshop, English remedial courses, training in reference management tools, library orientation program, author workshop, and course on technical writing skills. How to read, understand, analyze, and take notes from an article. It is very important to understand. Uh, and you should have an account in your various plagiarism softwares, various kind of reference management tools, and they're like Mendeley and Node. You should be part of various research forum, online discussion groups like ResearchGate, Academia. You should register yourself on ORCID. ORCID is a registry for researcher where you can create your profile, and that profile is linked to various national and international publishers. So you need not to provide your profile again and again if you are submitting a paper. These all things should be known to every researcher, and you should be part of all these important initiatives. I will tell you, nobody is a born researcher. By virtue of good preparedness, you can be a great researcher. Definitely, without referring other sources, you cannot write a good article. And when you are writing a good article, you are using various kind of sources. And what are these sources? What is the role of that source in your policy paper or research paper or thesis? Does your assignment include such instructions? Is that kind of guidelines given under your thesis? So basically, try to understand that you are going to use a particular reference source to enhance value to your existing resources. And what is the which part of the source is important to your writing? Which part of source is relevant to your writings? Why you need this particular quotation, or why need to summarize it? Why need to paraphrase it in order to make the strongest argument of you should always be trying to strike a balance between your sources and your own voice. And when you consult multiple sources for a research paper, you might find yourself trying to strike an even more delicate balance between the voices of those sources and your own voice. So it is very important to understand that why and how you are going to use other sources. There are only three ways to use other references: by summarizing, by paraphrasing, or using as a quotation. When you are using author's word verbatim, then you have to make quotation. Rest, but in all three cases, you have to cite the source. When and how much to summarize? A summary can be short as few sentences. It can be large, depending upon the complexity of the text and the level of detail you wish to provide to your readers. Referencing. These terms are very important to you: bibliography, annotated bibliography, endnote, footnotes. What are all these terminologies? What are their significance? How these are used? What is the difference between bibliography and reference list? This is very important for you to understand. What does citation mean? So it means clearly giving credit where credit is due. And a proper citation involves clearly indicating the author, title, and publication information for the print, online, broadcast, and interview-based text that you use. Include a bibliography, works cited, references used, which words and ideas come from which source. When you are moving from your own words and ideas to the words of others. So all these things are very important when you are citing a source in your writings. Now, what to cite? Everything. A word, opinion, statics, facts, any information need to be cited. There are certain exceptions which I will explain you later. So anything beyond 4 consecutive words need to be cited. When you are citing a source, never use special word or phrase without properly quoting and citing. And whenever in doubt, better to cite it. There are different citation styles. But if you know Mendeley, EndNote, Zotero, then you need not to remember all those citation styles. All these citation styles are having inbuilt feature in these reference management tools. Now, how to do paraphrasing? A paraphrase is a restatement in your own words of someone else's idea. You should not do like changing few words in between. That is not accepted. What you need to do, you reparaphrase the entire sentence or para by changing the order and structure of the sentences. Use synonyms, different forms of words, may change the voice or perspective. Only then you can do a good paraphrasing. Using quotation, you need to understand certain important thing about quotation. What is quoting, when to quote, how much to quote, how do I incorporate quotation in my paper, quoting within quotes, how do I include long quotation in my paper, single versus double quotation, punctuating quotation, when to quote. The basic rule of thumb in all disciplines is that when you want to provide the exact language of the author in your text, you should use the quotation. Or when you plan to discuss the actual language of a text, you should use the quotation. So you have to be very careful when you are using quotation. Now, how much? Anything beyond 4 words need to be cited. If you are using up to 30, a quotation up to 39 words, it should be enclosed in quotation marks. If you are using a quotation which is more than 39 words, means 40 or more words, it stands alone without quotation marks and is indented 5 spaces from the left margin. When you should use double quotation, you should use double quotation marks when you quote material from a source. If you are also quoting passages from that source that were quoted in the original source, use single quotation marks to indicate that original source contained the quotation. In the system, punctuation used in the United States, period and commas go inside quotation marks except when used in text citation. In these cases, periods and commas go inside the quotation marks. All these rules of punctuation should be remembered. What is common knowledge? A well-known fact, information that is likely to be appear in numerous sources and may be familiar to a large number of people. This is the only when you should not cite a source. Rest, if you are not sure, always cite a source. There are example of common knowledge like smoking can cause respiratory diseases such as emphysema and cancer. There are a number of such examples. So you have to be very careful about common knowledge and coincident term. When you do a assignment in a group, sometimes you will submit a single piece of work as a joint report. Other times you will work together but submit separate reports. Remember to give credit where it is due. You have to give credit in all the cases. Now there are certain rules about research papers and thesis and dissertations. When a student, a PhD student, if he or she has published a research paper during the period of the research on the topic of the research, and he or she is the first author, the papers can be included in thesis. They are not considered, they are not included in the similarities. It is excluded from the total similarities. If you are a second author, you cannot include. So there are a number of things I want to acknowledge all presenters before concluding this. This is my email ID, which you can use for any further question. To conclude, I want to say that nobody is a born researcher. Quality of research is improved on the basis of hard work, sincerity, by practice, by good knowledge about the subject. Researcher can be prepared. A long process is required. Recently, UGC has announced a 2-credit course in research publication and ethics, which will be mandatory for all PhD students. So what we need certain kind of pre-planned strategy to avoid plagiarism. The researcher should be properly educated about what is plagiarism, how to detect it, various kind of detection tools should be provided, and uh, he or she should be also trained in analyzing those similarity reports. That is very important. Besides that, author workshop on how to write and how to publish in important newspaper is also very important. There are a number of uh, issues concerning English remedial classes. Many times user is not very confident in writing in English, so they need certain kind of help, some help in uh, correcting grammar or language editing. A good university or college has to think of all tools and technologies in place to enhance the quality of research. And most importantly, my suggestion to all researchers, please don't find out shortcuts. There is no shortcut to quality. You have to trust your peers, your supervisor. You have to work closely with them. When you are writing a paper, it engages number of steps, starting from identification of a topic, doing a survey or research, and doing a thorough study. Literature review is very important, and by doing a good and thorough literature study, uh, you can really find out what is the existing knowledge. And I strongly believe, I think we need to have some kind of proper uh, course uh, which help in understanding all those rules of citation. I remember when I visited Australia in 2015, that university, Queensland University of Technology, is having a 2 credit PhD course, which is mandatory for all the PhD student. And the university library is conducting that course. And in that course, they are starting from how to search a good reference material, how to learn about all those citation rules, also data analysis techniques, and also different kind of what is plagiarism, how to detect, how to avoid it. All these FAQs and question answers are given. So my suggestion to all of you, if you are a teacher, please become a role model by guiding students. Or if you are a student, have faith in your supervisor and teacher. And library is a common place for both of you. You should connect yourself with the libraries. Now there are mindset that now everything is available on internet. What is the need of going to the library? Internet is not library. Internet is not even a digital library. So you need good peer-reviewed information resources, and that is available to the library. So good reading, good understanding, good knowledge about your subject. Be part of all research forums, register with ORCID, learn about various rules of quotations and paraphrasing and summarizing, understand different kind of citation style, and make use of these citation style, preferably by using tools like Mendeley and EndNote. If you do this, I'm sure you will never disappoint. I wish you all the very best, and I want to close it here. If you have any further question, you can ask through the email given in my last slide. Thank you very much.